Love That Last, Mastering the Five Languages of Deep Connection. Written and published by Guardian. Introduction. And Deep within every human relationship lies an unspoken language of love, unique as a fingerprint, yet universal in its power to connect the earth. In 2025, as our world grows increasingly digital and disconnected, understanding these languages of love has never been more crucial. This transformative book delves into the art of human connection, revealing the five distinct languages through which we express and receive love. Through decades of research and real-world examples, it illuminates how mastering these languages can revolutionize not just romantic partnerships, but every meaningful relationship in our lives. Love That takes readers beyond surface-level relationship advice, offering profound insights into why different people respond to different expressions of love. Drawing from neuroscience, psychology, and countless success stories, the book provides practical tools for identifying and speaking each love language fluently. Whether you are navigating a long-term partnership, strengthening family bonds, or deepening friendships, this guide offers the key to creating connections that withstand life's challenges. The journey through these pages promises more than theoretical knowledge. It offers a roadmap to transformation. Each chapter builds upon the last, equipping readers with actionable strategies to create and maintain deep, meaningful relationships. Published in 2005, this book arrives at a critical moment when authentic human connection has become both more challenging and more essential than ever before. Chapter 1. Staying in love after the wedding. The roses have wilted. The wedding dress is carefully preserved in tissue paper. The honeymoon photos are stored in the cloud. Now comes the real adventure, the art of staying in love when the spotlight fades and everyday life takes center stage. Many couples find themselves caught off guard by this transition, wondering if something is wrong when the intense romance of early love begins to shift into something different, something they pair. The truth about post-wedding love rarely makes it into romantic comedies or social media highlights. No one captures the quiet Sunday mornings spent reading together, or the sacred ritual of brewing each other's coffee exactly the way they like it. These small moments, these seemingly mundane acts of love form the foundation of lasting relationships. Research reveals a fascinating pattern in successful, long-term marriages. These couples do not chase the perpetual butterflies of new love. Instead, they learn to appreciate the profound comfort of secure attachment, while finding ways to create moments of novelty and excitement. They understand that love after marriage is not a flash of a static state but a dynamic dance of familiarity and discovery. Take Maria and James all faced this transition in their own marriage. After they pictured a perfect wedding, they found themselves struggling with the ordinary nature of their new life together. The solution emerged not from grand gestures, but from their decision to approach each day as an opportunity to choose each other again. They created small rituals that enabled their connection, leaving love noticing unexpected places, shading their daily victories and vulnerabilities, and maintaining a weekly date night where the phone is stated tucked away. They key to staging in love is in understanding that marriage transforms most romance from a noun into a verb. It becomes something you do rather than something that happens to you. This active approach to love requires intention, creativity, and sometimes courage. It means choosing to sage your partner with fresh edges, even when familiarity threatens to dull your vision. Physical intimacy evolves too, becoming less about spontaneous passion and more about creating intentional moments of connection. Successful couples learn to prioritize a touch from casual caresses to deeper expressions of the zero, understanding that physical connection helps maintain emotional bonds through life's challenges. Communication takes on new importance after the wedding. The most resilient couples develop their own language of love, learning to express needs and desires clearly while remaining attuned to their partner's emotional state. They master the art of productive disagreement, viewing conflicts as opportunities for growth rather than threats to their happiness. The mystery of staying in love after the wedding is not in maintaining the exact feelings of courtship, but in allowing love to mature like fine wine, complex, rich, and deeply satisfying. It is about building a partnership that can weather life's storms while still dancing in the rain. When couples embrace this evolution, they often discover that the quietet of mature love brings its own kind of calm, makes the initial sparks of romance seem almost shallow in comparison. Chapter 2. Love language. Chapter 2. Words of affirmation. Words, happy words, A single sentencia at the right moment can illuminate someone's entire day, week, or even life. The power of verbal affirmation runs the pair. The mere compliments it speaks to our fundamental need for recognition, understanding, and validation. For those who use a primary level language is words of affirmation, language becomes the bridge between hearts. Sarah never understood why her husband Tom's generous actions left her feeling emotionally hungry. He would spend hours fixing things around the house, planning surprise dates, and bringing thoughtful gifts. Yet she felt disconnected, almost invisible. The breakthrough came during a casual conversation with a friend who mentioned love languages. Sarah realized that what she craved wasn't more acts of service or gifts, it was the simple power of spoken appreciation. The art of verbal affirmation extends far beyond casual compliments. It involves learning to articulate emotions with precision and authenticity. When someone's primary love language is words of affirmation, they flourish on the specific, thoughtful observations about their character, actions, and impact on others. Genetic praises lead us off like water on glass, while a detailed appreciation sinks deep into the soul. This love language requires mastering the subtle art of timing and tone. I whispered in proud of you after a challenging presentation, unwritten note expressing gratitude for everyday kindness, or a text message acknowledging personal growth. These moments create emotional landmarks in relationships. They is not in the complexity of the words, but in their sincerity and specificity. For those learning to speak this love language, the journey begins with developing a new awareness. It means training yourself to notice the small things, the way your partner handles stress with grace, their kindness to strangers, their resilience in facing challenges. Then comes the crucial step of verbalizing these observations, transforming silent appreciation into spoken affirmation. Words of affirmation also involve learning to express love and appreciation during difficult times. It's about finding ways to encourage without dismissing struggles, to affirm the relationship even during disagreements, and to maintain verbal tenderness when life gets hard. This requires developing emotional literacy, the ability to read situations and respond with words that heal, support, and strengthen bonds. The impact of mastering this love language ripples beyond romantic relationships. Parents who learn to speak affirmation fluently raise children or carry in a confidence. Friends who practice verbal appreciation build deeper, more resilient connections. Even in professional settings, thoughtful words of affirmation can transform team dynamics and workplace culture. For those who naturally speak this language, teaching others to understand its importance becomes a delicate art. It means helping partners recognize that requests for verbal affirmation aren't about insecurity, they're about how love is best received and internalized. This understanding transforms relationships from places of emotional hunger to gardens of continuous verbal nourishment. Chapter 3, Language, Language Chapter F. Team stands still when two people truly connect. In a world of endless notifications and split attention conversations, quality time has become both rare and precious. This love language speaks not through words, gifts, or actions, but through the simple yet profound act of being fully present with another person. The essence of quality time lies in its intentionality. It's not about proximity. Couples can share a couch while being worlds apart emotionally. True quality time means putting our phones, turning off notifications, and creating a space where a connection can flourish without digital interruption. It's about making another person feel not just same, but deeply understood. For those whose primary love language is quality time, distracted attention feels like a rejection. A partner scrolling through social media during conversation sends a clear message, something else is more important. Understanding this helps explain why some relationships feel emotionally malnourished despite spending hours together. The quantity of time means little without the quality of attention. Michael learned this lesson after nearly losing his marriage. His successful career kept him busy, and he thought providing financially was enough. His wife Lisa felt increasingly distant, despite their comfortable life. The turning point came when she explained that she didn't need more things, she needed him. Not just his physical presence, with his complete attention, even if just for 30 minutes a day. Creating quality time requires creativity and commitment. It means finding ways to turn ordinary moments into opportunities for connection. A shared morning coffee becomes sacred when phones stay in another room. A walk around the neighborhood transforms into an intimate space for unfolding conversations. Even daily chores can become bonding experiences when approached with intentionality and presence. The art of quality time involves learning to listen, not just with ours, but with full attention and emotional presence. It means asking questions that go beyond surface-level check-ins, showing genuine curiosity about another's thoughts, dreams, and fears. This deep listening creates a space where vulnerability feels safe and connection grows naturally. For busy couples, mastering this love language often requires rethinking priorities and boundaries. It means learning to say no to external demands to say yes to relationship nourishment. Successful couples often schedule quality time with the same commitment they give to important meetings, protecting these moments from the constant erosion of modern life's demands. The beauty of quality time lies in its ability to create shared memories and strengthen emotional bonds. When two people invest in being fully present with each other, they build a reservoir of connection that sustains them through life's challenges. These moments of undivided attention become anchors of security in the relationship, creating a foundation of trust and understanding that grows stronger with each shared experience. Chapter 4. Love Language. Chapter 3. Receiving Gift. A small package sits on the kitchen counter, wrapped in simple brown paper. Inside isn't an expensive trinket or rare treasure, it's your favorite candy bar. Pick it up by your partner who remembered you mentioning it last week. This moment captures the true essence of the gift-giving love language, the profound power of being known, remembered, and cherished through thoughtful gestures. The love language of receiving gifts is often misunderstood as materialism. In reality, it's about the symbolic weight carried by physical tokens of affection. For those of us who speak this language fluently, gifts serve as tangible reminders of love, physical manifestations of "I was thinking of you" that can be held, seen, and treasured. The value is not in the price tag but in the thoughtfulness behind the selection. Each meaningful shift tells a story. It speaks of attention paid to casual mentions of likes and interests. It shows understanding of practical needs or whimsical desires. Most importantly, it demonstrates the willingness to invest time, thought, and effort into bringing joy to another person. This investment, more than the gift itself, communicates love in a powerful way. Consider David, who struggled to understand why his carefully planned ideas and loving words left his partner feeling somehow unfulfilled. The breakthrough came when he noticed how she treasured small mementos tickets stood from their outings, dried flowers from shared walks, simple trinkets that marked its special moments. These weren't about acquiring things, they were physical anchors for emotional memories. The art of speaking this love language involves developing gift-giving intuition. It means learning to listen for interrupting casual conversation, remembering preferences mentioned months ago, and understanding the difference between what someone needs and what would delight them. This attention to detail transforms simple presence into profound expressions of understanding and care. For those learning to speak this language, the key is in shifting focus from the object to the meaning behind it. Handpicked, it will flower can carry more emotional weight than an expensive jewelry piece chosen without personal significance. The most treasured gifts often come from moments of genuine connection and understanding rather than careful shopping or substantial spending. This love language also teaches us about the grace of receiving. Those surely gifts as expressions of love often excel at showing genuine appreciation, not just for the gift itself, but for the thought and effort invested in choosing it. This appreciation creates a cycle of joy, encouraging more thoughtful gift-giving and deeper understanding between partners. The practice of meaningful gift-giving extends beyond special occasions. Random acts of thoughtful favorite snack after a hard day, a book by a beloved author spotted at a sale, or a simple note left where it will be found build a pattern of caring that says I carry you in my heart, even when we're apart. These small stories accumulate into a treasure trove of love, expressed through tangible reminders. Chapter Love That Lasts. Mastering the 5 languages of deep connection. The moment you truly connect with another person changes everything. That spark of understanding, the profound sense of being seen, it transforms relationships from surface-level interactions into deep, meaningful bonds. This is not just another relationship book. This is your guide to mastering the art of lasting connection, backed by decades of research and real-world success stories. Every day, couples walk into my office believing their relationship has lost its magic. They remember the early days when everything felt effortless, when love flowed naturally and abundantly. They want to know if that feeling can ever return. The truth is both simpler and more complex than most people realize. Lasting love is not about recapturing those early butterflies, it is about building something deeper, more sustainable, and ultimately more fulfilling. Throughout this book, you will discover the 5 distinct languages through which humans express and receive love. These languages are not just theoretical concepts, they are practical tools that have transformed countless relationships. You will learn how to identify your own primary love language and that of your partner, family members, and friends. More importantly, you will master the art of speaking each other fluently, even if it does not come naturally to you. This journey will take you beyond surface-level communication techniques. You will explore the neuroscience behind why different people respond to different expressions of love. You will learn how to navigate the common pitfalls that occur when partners speak different love languages, and discover how to use this knowledge to resolve conflicts more effectively. But this book offers more than just relationship theory. Through real-life stories, practical exercises, and actionable strategies, you will develop the skills needed to create and maintain deep connections in all areas of your life. From romantic partnerships to family relationships, from friendships to professional connections, understanding and applying these 5 languages of the connection will transform how you relate to others and how they relate to you. The path to lasting love is not always easy. It requires dedication, patience, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. You will need to learn new ways of expressing love, perhaps in languages that feel foreign at first. But the rewards of this journey are immeasurable: stronger relationships, deeper connections, and a love that truly lasts. As you turn these pages, remember that you are not just reading about love, you are embarking on a transformation. Each chapter builds upon the last, providing you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to create the kind of love that withstands life's challenges. This is your guide to building relationships that do not just survive, but thrive through all of life's seasons. Let us begin this journey together, exploring the fascinating world of love languages and discovering how to create connections that stand the test of time. Your path to deeper, more meaningful relationships starts here. Chapter 5. Love language, chapter 4. Acts of service. Silent foot more through a dark kitchen at dawn. Coffee brews, lunch is packed, and a winter frosted quarantine pushed to life at 10 minutes early small acts that speak volumes about love. For those whose primary love language is acts of service, these create moments of support and courage louder than a spoken declaration of affection. The depth of this love language lies in its fundamental truth: love is a verb. It's about rolling up sleeves, noticing what needs to be done, and taking action without being asked. This act transforms abstract feelings into concrete support, showing love through deliberate choices to make someone's life easier or better. Emma discovered this truth through her grandmother's example. Every Sunday, her grandmother would spend hours cooking family meals, ironing clothes for the week ahead, and ensuring everyone what they needed. It wasn't about obligation, it was her way of wrapping her family in love. Years later, Emma recognized this same pattern in herself, feeling most connected to her partner when he's full. The beauty of acts of service lies in their ability to shoulder another's burdens. It's about recognizing when your partner is overwhelmed and stepping in to help without being asked. It's about anticipating needs and meeting them proactively. These actions say, your well-being matters to me, and I'm willing to invest my time and energy to support you. Learning to speak this love language fluently requires developing new awareness. It means training yourself to notice what needs to be done, understanding your partner's priorities, and taking initiative rather than waiting for requests. It's about learning the difference between asking what can I do to help and simply doing what you observe needs doing. This love language also teaches valuable lessons about boundaries and balance. Act of service should empower and support, not enable dependency. The goal is to express love through helpful actions, while maintaining healthy relationship dynamics. This means learning to receive as well as give, allowing your partner to support you in return. The impact of mastering this love language extends beyond romantic relationships. In families, it creates bonds through shared responsibility and mutual support. In friendships, it builds trust through reliable action. In communities, it strengthens connections through practical expressions of care. For those who naturally speak this language, teaching others to understand its importance becomes crucial. It means helping partners recognize that doing the dishes isn't just about clean plates, it's about showing love through practical support. This understanding transforms daily chores from obligations into opportunities for expressing care. Acts of service require attention to detail and respect for preferences. It's not just about doing things, it's about doing them in a way that truly helps and shows understanding of your partner's needs. This might mean learning exactly how they like their clothes folded, their coffee prepared, or their schedule organized. These practical expressions of love build a foundation of trust and reliability in relationships. They create an environment where love is not just felt, but demonstrated consistently through actions that make a daily life smoother and more manageable. Chapter 6, Love Language, Chapter 5. Physical touch. A gentle hand on the shoulder during a stressful moment. Fingers intertwined while walking through a crowded street. A TikTok that lasts just a few seconds longer than usual. For those who speak the language of physical touch, these moments of contact aren't just pleasant, they're essential expressions of love that speak directly to the heart. The power of touch as a love language runs deeper than romance or passion. It's rooted in our earliest experiences of love and security, dating back to infancy, when touch was our first language of connection. This primal form of communication remains vital throughout, capable of conveying comfort, support, and love in ways words often cannot match. Mark never understood why casual physical affection mattered to his partner Alex until they spent 2 weeks apart due to work. Despite daily video calls and constant text messages, Alex felt disconnected and lonely. It was then Mark realized that for Alex, love wasn't fully real without the tangible presence of touch, the casual brushes, the comforting hugs, the simple act of sitting close enough to hail each other's warmth. The language of physical touch encompasses a vast spectrum of expressions. It's found in the firm psyche that conveys respect, the supportive hand on the back that offers encouragement, and the gentle caress that speaks of tenderness. Each type of touch carries its own meaning, appropriated to different relationships and situations. For couples who speak this love language, learning to communicate through touch is an art form. It means understanding the different dialects of physical affection, knowing when a partner needs the security of a tight embrace, the playfulness of a gentle nudge, or the comfort of simply holding hands. This awareness transforms everyday moments into opportunities for meaningful connection. The challenge in mastering this love language is in maintaining appropriate boundaries with limiting emotional needs. It requires open communication about comfort levels, consent, and preferences. Partners must learn to read both verbal and non-verbal cues, respecting limits while creating safe spaces for physical expression of love. In our increasingly digital world, the importance of physical touch grows more pronounced. Video calls and text messages, while valuable, cannot replicate the neurological and emotional benefits of human contact. Understanding this helps explain why some people feel touch-starved despite maintaining active social connections online. This love language teaches us about presence and mindfulness in relationships. Physical touch requires being fully present in the moment, attuned to your partner's needs and responses. It creates opportunities for wordless communication, allowing couples to maintain connection even in silence. The impact of physical touch extends beyond romantic relationships. Parents who understand this love language create a secure attachment through appropriate physical affection. Friends learn to express support through brief touches that respect boundaries while building care. Even in professional settings, appropriate physical contact like handshakes can build trust and rapport. Mastering the language of physical touch means learning to express love in ways that feel natural and comfortable for both partners. It's about creating a dance of connection that honors both the need for touch and the importance of personal space. Chapter 7. Descanse behind love languages. Rhymes can light up like fireworks when we experience love. Each touch, kind word, or thoughtful gift triggers a cascade of neurochemicals that shape our emotional responses and forge lasting bonds. The science behind love languages reveals a fascinating intersection of psychology, neurobiology, and human behavior that explains why different people experience and express love in such diverse ways. Recent studies in neuroscience have revealed that each love language activates specific neural pathways. Words of affirmation light up the language processes centers while simultaneously triggering the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. Physical touch stimulates the release of serotonin and dopamine, creating feelings of pleasure and emotional security. These distinct neurological responses help explain why people develop strong preferences for particular expressions of. The evolutionary basis for different love languages stems from our ancestors' survival strategies. Quality team and physical touch mirror the parent-child bonding essential for survival. Acts of service reflect cooperative behaviors that strengthen tribal bonds. Gift-giving demonstrated resources sharing capabilities, while the words of affirmation help maintain social hierarchies and group cohesion. Cultural anthropology reveals how love languages vary across societies, while maintaining core similarities. Japanese culture might emphasize the acts of service over verbal expression, while the Mediterranean cultures often place a higher value on physical touch and quality time. These cultural patterns shape individual preferences, but don't override them, explaining why family members raised in the same culture might still speak different love languages. Brain plasticity research offers hope for further learning to speak a new language. Just as we can learn new verbal languages throughout life, our brains can adapt to recognize and appreciate different expressions of love. This neurological flexibility means that with cautious effort and practice, partners can become fluent in each other's primary love languages. The role of early childhood experiences in shaping love language preferences has been well documented. Children who receive consistent verbal praise often develop an affinity for words of affirmation. Those arising in physically demonstrative families typically value touch as an expression of love. Understanding these developmental roots helps explain why our love language preferences feel so deeply ingrained. Stress research provides insight into why love languages become more crucial during difficult times. Under pressure, people revert to their primary love language for emotional comfort. This explains why misjudged love languages can lead to heightened relationship strain during crisis periods. Partners might be expressing love earnestly but in ways that aren't resonating with their stressed partner. Attachment theory intersects with love languages in revealing ways. Secure attachments still tend to be more adaptable in speaking multiple love languages, while anxious or avoidant attachment patterns might restrict their range of comfortable love expressions. This understanding helps couples navigate their love language differences with greater compassion and patience. The science of habit formation offers practical insights for couples learning new love languages. Research suggests it takes approximately 96 days to form a new habit. This timeline helps set realistic expectations for partners working to incorporate new expressions of love into their daily interactions. Una negotiazione continues to uncover new dimensions of how love languages shape our relationships and well-being. Each discovery reinforces a fundamental truth. While the ways we express love might differ, our need for deep, meaningful connection remains universal. Chapter 8: Love languages in friendships and family. Love flows beyond romantic boundaries, weaving through every significant relationship in our lives. The morning text from a friend who knows you're facing a challenging day, the sibling who remembers your coffee order from 3 years ago, the parent who still drops everything to help you move these moments demonstrate how love languages color all your connections. Understanding love languages transforms family dynamics in profound ways. Parents learn that their teenagers' request to play video games together isn't about the game, it's a bid for quality time. Adult siblings discover that there are different ways of showing care through frequent calls. Another through practical help stem from speaking different love languages, rather than varying degrees of love. The application of love languages in friendship reveals fascinating patterns. Some friends express care through consistent presence at important moments, while others show love through thoughtful gifts or words of encouragement. Recognizing these differences helps prevent misunderstandings and strengthen bonds. Our friend rarely calls but always shows up to help. It might be speaking the language of acts of service fluently. Professional relationships also benefit from love language awareness, while maintaining appropriate boundaries. Understanding how colleagues prefer to receive appreciation and recognition can enhance team dynamics. Some team members thrive on public verbal recognition, while others value a quiet acknowledgement through actions or tangible rewards. The beauty of love languages in non-romantic relationships lies in their flexibility. Unlike romantic partnerships, these connections allow for a broader range of expressions and interpretations. The pressure to speak any particular language perfectly lessens, replaced by appreciation for the diverse ways people show their care. Children naturally gravitate towards certain love languages, often before they can articulate their preferences. The child who constantly seeks hugs, the one who treasures every small gift, or the one who beams out words of praise, demonstrates their primary love language through their responses to different expressions of affection. Extended family relationships particularly benefit from love language awareness. Understanding that daughter-in-law's constant offers to help my better way of expressing love through acts of service can transform potential friction points into opportunities for connection. Cultural differences in expressing love become easier to navigate when viewed through the lens of love languages. Multi-generational relationships reveal how love languages evolve over time. Grandparents might express love through traditional men's cooking favorite meals or sharing family stories, while younger generations might show care through sexual support or social media connections. Recognizing these generational interpretations of love languages bridge potential gaps in understanding. The impact of love languages on sibling relationships deserves special attention. Adult siblings often maintain patterns of interaction established in childhood, sometimes leading to strained relationships. Understanding that assisters frequent check calls or a brother's practical problem solving represent their unique ways of expressing care heal old wounds and strengthen present bonds. Friendships flourish when love languages are acknowledged and honored. The friend who remembers the birthday, the one who offers a shoulder to cry on, and the one who shows up with tools to help of home repairs each speaks love in their own dialect, enriching our lives through their unique expressions of care. Chapter 9, or becoming low language mismatches. This connection often begins as a whisper. A partner's well-intentioned gesture falls flat. Expressions of love seem to pass each other like sheep in the net. These moments of misalignment, when analyzed through the lens of love languages, reveal not a lack of love but a difference in dialects that can be bridged with understanding and intention. The challenge of love language mismatches lies not in the differences themselves but in the meaning we assign to them. When someone evaluates quality team partners with someone who expresses love through acts of service, both might fail unloved despite genuine efforts to show care. The key to bridging this gap begins with recognizing that different is not wrong, it's simply different. Consider the study of Seamus and Mary. She filled their home with thoughtful gifts and written expressions of love, while he devoted himself to handling every practical task he could find. Both felt they were shouting their love from the rooftops, yet each felt unheard. A breakthroughs coming not from changing their natural inclinations, but from learning to recognize and appreciate their partner's unique love dialect. Learning to speak a non-native love language requires patience, practice, and perseverance. Likely learning a new language, it feels awkward at first. The partner who rarely verbalizes feelings learns to set reminders to express appreciation. The one who struggles with physical affection starts small, with brief touches that gradually feel more natural. Progress comes not from perfection but from consistent effort. The art of navigating love language differences involves creating a personal dictionary of expressions. Partners learn to translate their natural way of showing love into their partner's preferred language. Acts of service become a quality team and done together. Gifts transform into words of affirmation when accompanied by heartfelt notice. Physical touch combines with quality team during shared activities. Successful couples develop strategies for meeting each other's needs while staying authentic to themselves. They create hybrid expressions of love that satisfy both partners. The partner who shows love through gifts might plan experience-based presence that provide a quality team. The one who values physical touch might express it through acts of service that involve a closer proximity. Communication becomes crucial in bridging love language gaps. Partners learn to express their needs clearly while remaining open to receiving love in different forms. They develop the ability to recognize and acknowledge efforts made in languages foreign to their own, celebrating attempt rather than demanding perfection. The process of overcoming love language mismatches often leads to unexpected growth. Partners discover new ways of expressing and receiving love they might never have explored otherwise. The journey of learning each other's love languages becomes itself an expression of love willingness to step outside the comfort zones for the sake of connection. Team reveals that love language fluency develops gradually. What begins as conscious effort eventually becomes second nature. Partners find themselves naturally incorporating multiple love languages into their relationships, creating a richer tapestry of expression that honors both their own and their partner's preferences. Success in bridging love language differences doesn't mean achieving perfect bilingual fluency. It means creating a shared language of love that both partners understand and appreciate, even if they sometimes need to refer back to their translation guide. Chapter 10: The Role of Love Languages in Conflict Resolution. Tension fills the room like a static before a storm, harsh words over unspoken, and emotional walls grow higher by the second. In these moments of conflict, understanding love languages becomes not just helpful but crucial. There's some differences in expressing love that can strengthen our relationship, often become without leanness during disagreements, unless we learn to use them as bridges instead of barriers. During conflict, people instinctively retreat to their primary love language, seeking comfort and reassurance in familiar patterns. The partner who values words of affirmation might need verbal reassurance even during disagreements, while someone who speaks the language of physical touch might reach for their partner's hand as a peace offering. Understanding these patterns transforms confrontation from a battle into a dance of reconnection. This study of Alex and Horn illustrates this principle perfectly. Their arguments often escalated because each tried to make peace in ways the other couldn't receive. Alex would try to fix practical problems, speaking the language of acts of service, while Sean needed quality time to process emotions together. Their breakthrough came when they recognized these patterns and learned to meet each other halfway, combining practical solutions with emotional processing team. Love languages provide a framework for preventing conflicts from escalating. When partners understand each other's primary love languages, they can recognize the early warning signs of emotional disconnection. They learn to offer reassurance in ways their partner can truly receive, even when tensions run high. This awareness helps maintain emotional safety during disagreements. The art of using love languages in conflict resolution involves creating repair rituals that speak to both partners' needs. A couple might combine a quiet time together, quality time, with holding hands, physical touch, or write appreciation notes, words of affirmation, while working on practical solutions of self-service. These hybrid approaches help both partners feel valued and understood during reconciliation. Timing plays a crucial role in applying love languages during conflicts. Sometimes, partners need to pause heated discussions to engage in activities that help them reconnect emotionally. This might mean spending quiet time together, offering genuine compliments, or performing small acts of service, whatever speaks most solely to their partner's heart in moments of stress. Understanding love languages helps partners avoid unintentional escalation during arguments. The partner who retreats to process emotions isn't rejecting quality time, they're managing overwhelm. They are not trying to fix everything, isn't dismissing feelings, they're expressing care through acts of service. This awareness helps couples extend grace during difficult moments. The recovery phase after conflict becomes more effective when couples consciously use each other's love languages. They learn to rebuild emotional connection through deliberate expressions of care that resonate with their partner's preferences. This might mean offering specific words of appreciation, planning special time together, or showing care through thoughtful actions. Professional counselors often incorporate love language awareness into conflict resolution strategies. They help couples identify patterns in how they naturally express and receive love during disagreements, then develop tools for translating these expressions into languages both partners understand. This approach helps create more effective pathways to reconciliation. The ultimate goal isn't to eliminate a conflict, but to handle them in ways that strengthen rather than damage the relationship. When couples use love languages consciously during disagreements, they transform potential breaking points into opportunities for deeper understanding and connection. Chapter 11: Keeping Love, a life draft changes. Seasons shift, careers evolve, children arrive and grow, and bodies age life moves in cycles of constant change. Yet, within this perpetual motion, love can deepen and strengthen rather than diminish. The secret lies not in preventing change but in learning to adapt our expressions of love to meet each moment's unique challenges and opportunities. My whole life transitions test the relationships in profound ways. The arrival of a first child transforms quality time into precious rare moments. Career changes might limit opportunities for acts of service or shift the balance of give and take. Health challenges can alter how physical touch feels comfortable and nurturing. Understanding love languages helps couples navigate these changes while maintaining emotional connection. Consider the journey of Maya and Sam through their first year of parenthood. Their evening walks and lengthy conversations gave way to exhausted silence and quick check-ins. Yet, discovering new ways to speak their love language, some expressing acts of service through midnight purchasing, Maya finding moments for physical tour during baby's nap. Their love didn't diminish, it adapted. They key to maintaining connection through change, releasing flexibility and creativity. When traditional expressions of love became challenging, couples learned to innovate. Quality time might happen during shared chores rather than date nights. Words of affirmation might come in through quick text messages rather than long conversations. Their core meaning remains constant even as the expression evolves. Long-term relationships reveal how love languages mature over time. What began as grand gestures often transforms into subtle but deeply meaningful expressions. The partner who once showed love through elaborate gifts might now express care through smell, daily acts of thoughtfulness. Physical touch evolves from passion to comfortable familiarity, no less powerful for its creator nature. Geography, technology, and circumstantial influence how we express love. Long-distance relationships require creative adaptations of love languages. Video calls became a quality time, care packages speak the language of gifts, and written messages carry the weight of verbal affirmation. Understanding love languages helps couples maintain connection across any distance. Life changes often reveal new dimensions of familiar love language. Health challenges might transform acts of service from practical help to emotional support. Quality time might shift from active engagement to quiet presence. These evolving expressions don't diminish the love they convey, they demonstrate its ability to adapt and grow. The wisdom of lasting relationships teaches us that love languages aren't static. They grow and change as well, acquiring new dialects and expressions while maintaining their essential meaning. Couples who thrive through life's changes learn to recognize and appreciate these evolving expressions of love. Chapter 2 is Discovering Love That Lasts. Love that endures isn't found by chance, it's built through intention, understanding, and daily choice. The honey truth love languages reveals a profound truth. Lasting love emerges not from perfect compatibility but from the willingness to learn, grow, and adapt together. Each expression of love, whether through words, time, gifts, actions, or touch, adds another thread to the tapestry of lasting connection. The stories shared throughout this book paint a picture of love's transformative power. From majorly discovering each adds love languages to long Madrid couples finding new ways to express their care, each narrative demonstrates how understanding love languages can deepen and strengthen relationships. These aren't just theories, they're practical tools that have helped countless couples move from disconnection to profound intimacy. The science of love languages shows us that our brains are wide action, but the pathways to that connection vary. Some feel most loved through gentle touches and warm embraces, others through kind words or thoughtful actions. This diversity isn't a barrier to lasting love, it's an opportunity to develop deeper understanding and more meaningful ways of connecting. Real love that lasts embraces both the extraordinary and ordinary moments. It's found in grand gestures and quiet daily rituals, in passionate declarations and comfortable silences. Understanding love languages helps us recognize and appreciate all these expressions of love, creating a fuller, richer relationship experience. The partner who brings morning coffee is speaking love just as clearly as the one planning surprise celebrations. The journey to lasting love requires courage to be vulnerable, to express needs clearly, to step outside the comfort zones, and to keep choosing love even when it feels challenging. It means learning to speak love languages that might feel foreign at first, recognizing that the effort itself is an expression of love. This courage builds the foundation for deep, lasting connection. Mastering love languages isn't about achieving perfection, it's about creating a shared language of love that both partners understand and appreciate. It's about learning to recognize love in its many forms, from the partner who expresses care through meticulous planning to the one who shows love through spontaneous affection. Each expression adds depth to the relationship. The future of any relationship remains unwritten, but understanding love languages provides tools for navigating whatever challenges arise. When couples can communicate love effectively, they build resilience that helps them weather life's storms. They create emotional safety net that catches them during difficult times and celebrates with them during joyful ones. Tim reveals that the most enduring relationships aren't those that avoid challenges, but those that grow through them. Partners who understand each other's love languages can maintain connection even during disagreements, using their knowledge to repair and strengthen bonds rather than allowing conflict to create a distance. This resilience becomes a cornerstone of lasting love. Looking ahead, the journey of love continues to evolve and deepen. New situations will arise, requiring fresh applications of love language understanding. Yet, these principles remain constant. Love expressed in ways that resonate with both partners creates stronger, more resilient relationships. Whether facing life's challenges or celebrating its joys, speaking each other's love languages helps maintain deep, meaningful connection. The discovery of love that lasts isn't a destination but an ongoing journey of growth, understanding, and intentional care. In mastering the 5 languages of deep connection, couples create not just a lasting relationship but a thriving one where both partners feel deeply loved, understood, and appreciated through all of life's seasons.